So Diana, do you want to tell us what have you been doing with these petitions? You've been so successful at gathering them.
I have spent a lot of time at Down to Earth, and I found that even recently, like in the last few days, people are so glad to see me there because they realize the petition is only a hard copy that counts for us. So they're glad to see you. So don't worry about going places that people have already been. People are really glad and very welcoming. If you're a new petitioner, make sure you really pay attention to details. It must be their legal name, legal signature, printed legal name, legible so the county can read it, so the signature will count. Their address has to match their legal name. Like wherever they register to vote, that's the address they need to put down. If not, if they're willing, they can share their social security number and their birth date, as all of you know. So anyway, get out there, and anything you believe in is easy to do. So hang in there. We're almost there. So keep going.
Was it hard to buttonhole people as they were walking by? How did you get their attention?
I find that because we live in a state where we have so many visitors, it's really important to start out with, "Hi, are you a Maui resident?" And if they say yes, then say, "Are you a registered voter?" And if they say yes, "Have you signed our GMO moratorium petition yet?" If they're not a registered voter, really important to ask them if they're a permanent resident and if they'd like to become a registered voter. Then stand 3 feet away from your table and get them signed up, get them the voter's registration form, and have them move on with that. And then lots of people want to have discussions, and it's all very educational. Even people that don't want to sign the petition, if you can just get that Shaka brochure in their hand, get them looking into GMOs, get them educating themselves so that they'll be able to share more information with the people they're in contact with too. So lots of ways to disseminate information as well as get those petitions signed, because it's going to take everybody. Please get other people to help us gather signatures. We only have about 2.5 more weeks. So if you use an approach like with your friend and say, "Gee, would you be willing to carry a petition for a couple weeks?" We have a May 15th deadline, and then a lot of them, because it's a short-term commitment, they're willing to help us out because we're down to the end.
Do you want to tell us about your experience?
Well, I've had a lot of fun, and I've really been like in the community, able to talk to people who I would never have talked to, and really listening to what their concerns are, and then to also see the side of people who turn around and say to me, "You know, the argument that you made about this is a democracy, and this is just, even if you don't believe in this, even if you don't support this particular thing, put it on the ballot. Let everyone have a choice." And that's been really interesting to have people hear that argument and turn around and go, "You know what, I'm going to sign this." That for me has brought me a lot of like, wow, this is so powerful that people will turn around and think about it in a different way. And I think that all of the things that we're doing out in the community and all the conversations we're having are like these pebbles that are going out into this beautiful pond. And there's so much more awareness and more education and more questions and more just excitement. And I'm just thrilled to be a part of it right now.
Okay.
Hey Rita.
Hey Satya.
Thanks so much for all of your help with gathering petitions. You know, I want to ask you what worked for you so that you can give some tips to the other petitioners, maybe, because you've been doing really well with it.
I think it's really just a willingness to get out of myself, because I had to get out of my shell to do it, and because it needs to be done. You know, some things are more important than, you know, we have to overcome our shyness or our fear and just come from our heart, you know. And that's all I've been doing, is really coming from my heart. I did it mostly like in front of the health food stores and, you know, at the events, you know. And right now, my thing is I'm going around with the petition packets to the different vendors at this Earth Day event and having success with getting them to take the packets. So I feel like I'm leveraging my efforts.
Yay!
So if you can go ahead and get other people interested in circulating the packets, you know, it's just the more the merrier.
Exactly.
And it's a wonderful experience to be able to reach out to people in this way and really feel like you can make a difference. It just feels so wonderful.
When you ran into some resistance from people?
I just bless them and move on and let them be. You know, I don't have to change anybody's mind. There's always someone else who's interested in, you know. It's like we're not going to all agree. That's okay. I think there's going to be enough of us that will.
It does take a little time and patience, but it's a lot of fun along the way because I met people that I never would have met before. And it was great too, because most people are really, really cool here on Maui, so it was a lot of fun. Just meeting people, getting signatures, and asking them if they were registered to vote. Mm-hmm. That's the important thing. Make sure you're registered to vote at the right address. What worked the best for me was just greeting people, whether you know them or not, and saying, hi, how you doing, what's going on, how's, and getting them warmed up like that. Yeah. And yeah, people take the moment. If they look like they're in too much of a hurry, really hurry, I don't bother with them. So part of the ease and flow is going with the ease and flow of the energy around you. People come right up to you sometimes. Otherwise, they're like in a hurry, but other times they'll smile back at you. You smile and say, hi, how you doing? They'll smile, they take a moment, then you have a moment with them. So anyway, good luck to you all. It's really a great project, Shaka.
All right.
Yes, we got to keep excited.
This
it
is
going.
how you get everybody involved.
Yes. Keep it going. We need that energy, the energy to keep it going.